I'm Dan from Dan's Garage here in Mesa, Arizona, and this is my lovely wife Gertrude.
Hello.
Today we're going to be installing this new road active suspension, the RAS system. We're going to be putting that on my 2021 Silverado 4-wheel drive. I do a lot of towing. I have a 26-foot camper trailer, the Grand Design Imagine 22 MLE. And my truck tows it real nice, but I think this is just going to add a little extra comfort to the ride. So, with that, let's kind of get started. Let's talk about the parts here. Super pleased with how I received the package about 3-4 days after I ordered it, and the parts come fully assembled. So basically the only thing you need to do here is, for shipping purposes, this threaded shaft here is threaded in. I threaded this one out. You can see the difference between the two. I haven't messed with this one yet, but I threaded this out probably another 2 inches just to get the proper length, at least to get me in the ballpark, so when I start adjusting. Then you're going to want to go ahead and kind of center up these jam nuts. You can see they come loose here. You're going to want to center them up and just use a couple of crescent wrenches and lock them together, because you're going to use this to hold when you adjust spring tension. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to use the black spacer that came. There's 2 different spacers, different thicknesses, black and the white one. And I'm going to use, for the black, that gives you more handling and more load capacity than setting it to the white, the thickness to the white spacer. I want to just tell everybody it comes with really good instructions, and make sure you thoroughly read the instructions, because safety is also very important. And with that, I just want to show you what I have here. So I have the front wheels chalked. I have it on a level surface. I have 6-pound jacks underneath the eye mount locations on the leaf springs at the forward eye mount locations. Each side's got a 6-pound jack stand. And then I let my rear end fully hang, and I've got the jack underneath it just supporting. It's not pushing up at all on the rear end. You want it to hang free, but it's just there for safety purposes. Okay, so this is a pretty straightforward installation, and I'm gonna let my wife do it. So Gertrude, it's all yours.
Lovely. Okay. Get that rifle kind of in position. A little heavy, not too bad though. And put that up in here.
What she's doing is she's taking the eye mount and she's wrapping it around the rear eye mount of the leaf spring.
Make sure it's centered.
And making sure it's centered. And you lay it just like that. And now she has to remove the bolt that comes loosely assembled. And that bolt, you let it drop below, And she's make sure this spacer goes in. And put on the nylock nut. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten that up. Specify a torque on these, so we're just gonna make them to the German standard, Guden tight. Now we have our jam nuts up here, and she's gonna be holding the jam nuts with a crescent, and then down here we're gonna be tightening that up, and we're to put our spring tension on. So let's start just tightening that up.
Okay, a little snug.
So once you start getting tension on this thing, periodically we're going to want to check for our gap between the spring coils.
I've got a little room to go.
And also making sure that our rear eye flange is centered. Okay.
Quite. A bit more than I expected. Getting my workout in.
I know, you might be able to skip Pilates the next couple of days.
Okay, let's see how that is.
Okay, how's it look? Okay,
Let's see. I think we're about there. Oh yeah.
okay, so we have our gap.
Alright.
Now she has to break the jam nuts loose. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now you want to run the jam nut down against the spring, one of them. Tighten it up. Okay, good. Now tighten the next
Well, let me just make sure it was tight.
the
My
next
tight
nut
and
against it.
your tight may be two different things.
All right.
Hold on. Okay.
So
That's in there. Should we tighten that? Make sure that's tightened up.
yeah, one thing I want to point out about this nut will only tighten so far because it bottoms out against the spacer that's underneath it, which is a good thing. So it only has to be so tight. We'll
Let's double check.
double check that.
Oops, I loosened it.
Yeah,
Silly.
righty tighty,
silly me.
lefty loosey.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're tight. And that is it. Good job, Gertrude. Another successful install at Dan's Garage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put the other side on and put the tires on and see what kind of lift we got out of it. I understand it's gonna bring the back up about an inch. 1/2 inch to 1 inch.